Hello and welcome to Day Doesn't Know What's Going On. With me today I have Day.
Hi.
I have not Deku.
I'm Bakugo.
Yep. I have not 9S.
Heyo.
And I have not Rock Lee, but he's missing because so is Rock Lee from story relevance.
Same.
So, to start just stuff off with just talking about stuff. Since I beat Storm 4, I finally watched all of the stuff I was too lazy to watch in Shippuden. And when Madara is just like, "Oh yeah, you suck, Mike guy," and then Mike guy starts beating up, he's like, "Never mind, I take that back. I lied." I was just like, "Rip."
Find it? Sorry.
Oh no, continue.
Did anybody else find it funny how Madara was more badass before getting the Sage of Six Pass power?
Yeah, he got his butt kicked every 5 seconds after he got it.
It's funny.
Also, can we talk about how much chakra the Ninetales had? That is so much bullcrap. Holy crap. Holy crap.
The Ninetales is stronger than all the other tail beasts combined.
It's so BS though. Also, in part 1, didn't they say the Ten Tails was like a wolf-like creature or some crap in some ancient prophecy bull? Or something like that? I swear.
I don't think the Ten Tails was introduced in part 1.
Or they said maybe part 2. I don't remember. But they introduced it and the picture showed it as like a box/doggy/wolf thing. And then it comes out and it's nothing like anything because it's actually something that I can't spoil, I guess.
There was a fan fiction where they made the Sakura the Ten Tail. This was before the Ten Tails was even the story. Somebody was I guess a huge Sakura fanboy or fangirl, and they gave her the Ten Tails Jinchuriki. They made her the Ten Tails Jinchuriki, and the Ten Tails was a wolf.
Nice. I mean, they gave Rin the Three Tails for 10 seconds.
And then she died.
What? Okay, so here's my question. Why would the Hidden Mist steal someone else's ninja and give them their most powerful weapon?
I like to think the whole Rin thing is just a huge plot hole.
It's just like the hole in her chest?
Yeah. Probably bigger.
Bigger? Jeez, that's a big hole.
Everything that has to do with Obito is just a big plot hole.
I like how we still don't understand how Kakashi became the copy ninja. It was just he copied 1,000 jutsu and then trained Naruto at the end.
I think he's shown 10 jutsus.
I think he has 18 total? Ever?
10,000 jutsu my ass.
I don't I feel like Masashi Kishimoto forgot that he said that when he introduced elements and was just oh crap, Kakashi. Whoops.
There was an interview that he did with Jump, or I don't think it was Jump, it might have been someone else. There was an interview though that he did where he said he purposely nerfed the Sharingan and didn't focus on the whole copy ability thing because he thought it was too broken. And he said that the reason why Naruto
broken than all of the bullcrap that comes out of Sharingan and Shippuden and beyond.
Yep. No, but the other thing is, remember when Naruto did 2,000 shadow clones in the first episode or whatever? Yeah,
he said, I think it was 200.
He said he nerfed that too because that was too broken for the start of the series. That's why Naruto never made as many clones until the tuning exams arc.
Where he's Naruto 100k Uzumaki Barrage. Freaking that move. I like how in the anime they gave Neji an exclusive move which was 361 palms. And then they're just yeah, that's a thing.
I like how Neji has a swastika in the manga.
Oh
yeah.
God.
I like how they had to put explicitly what it was on the editor's note because people were concerned.
It's actually a symbol of peace. And,
Yeah.
It was until
yeah, it was.
changed.
I like how hardcore the anime had to censor it.
They just made it an X.
Yep. Because they were like, oh, this isn't going to fly in the West. Whoops.
Yep.
Oh, man.
I would give my mom a reason to not like Naruto. Another reason to not like Naruto. So my mom thinks like all of anime is demonic.
She's not wrong about a good portion.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is oh, crap. What was I gonna say? Crap. Now I forgot. Now you got me thinking about like, man. Oh yeah, the only characters my mom remembers that I like. Okay. So these are the characters my mom remembers from anime: Sonic the Hedgehog, Goku,
Okay.
Goku, Naruto, and Gilgamesh. That's it.
Okay.
As far as she's concerned, those are the anime characters I liked.
My mom said Dragon Ball was the work of the devil.
Well, is she wrong? I mean, Dabura's in there, and like Demon King Piccolo is a major plot.
Dragon Ball Z is just puns though. Everything's a pun.
Are you telling me puns aren't actually the most evil thing on the face of the planet?
I mean, they're the most evil thing in comedy.
Oh my gosh.
What do you call it?
Also, Alex, same to that link you sent me.
Absolutely.
My mom's first intro to actual anime was like, cause I would watch Sailor Moon and such, but then there is this friend of mine who liked Inuyasha, and so she let me borrow one of the movies, and I was sitting there and watching it. And you already know this is going south. And
Did she get to the monk and then say, "We need to have a talk"?
No. Close though. It was Moroku.
Mm-hmm.
Was the monk. And he was like, I'll save you as long as you have my son. And then there was a demon like 5 minutes later talking about how he's gonna like rape someone. And my mom was like, okay, that's enough of this. I was like, but I'm enjoying it.
I mean, I used to sneak in Naruto because, like, back in second grade, Naruto was airing, and I'd have to like go hide in my grandma's room, turn on the TV in secret, and watch it. And then I'd walk out, and my mom would look at me. She's like, "You're watching something you're not supposed to." And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Oh, yes, you are. Get out of that room." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then she put a child lock on my grandma's television, so like Toonami on that television was banned. Like what it would do is like it blink black and white, and it says this does not go with your child safety settings or whatever. So yeah, if I watched Toonami, it had to be in the living room. So, I mean, like this led to me not watching anime for a while. Ironically.
You know what you should have done? You should have like caught like one of the episodes of Prince of Tennis and then been like, "See, Mom, this isn't so bad."
I used to watch Prince of Tennis when I was younger. So, oh man, I don't even remember what happened in that show. I remember like this is one guy who got wrecked because the other guy was a left hand user, and they're like, it's because he has a left hand that this guy is losing this tennis match. And I was like, what?
The only thing I remember from Prince of Tennis is like there was like 3 cans set up on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in a line, and this dude somehow hits the tennis ball straight at one of the can all the way to the left, and somehow as it's going straight, it suddenly curves and then it hits all 3 cans, and I'm like, what the fuck?
He used the Yamcha secret technique.
The spirit ball in the tennis.
Yes, yeah, because apparently you can do that on balls now, according to Yamcha. How Yamcha is not the most rich and famous person in the world is beyond me, because he blatantly just uses key moves for regular stuff, and he's like a famous baseball player. He can fly.
Now,
I
now that I think about it, Ki can like heal people and stuff, or
yeah.
and sensu beans.
You
So
know what's
like,
funny is that. Oh, continue.
why doesn't Goku or like the other Z fighters? Well, mostly Goku, because Goku's like the most poor Z fighter. Why does he just get a bunch of sensu beans from Korin and sell them? He would make
I don't
so
freaking
much
know.
money.
Why didn't he? Why didn't they just wish away his disease when he had the heart virus? They had 3 years to get the Dragon Balls and just say, "I wish Goku would never get sick from the heart virus."
That is beyond my power.
Maybe Shenron was like, "I don't freaking know what that virus is. Does Kami know what it is?" And Kami's like, "Nope," and he's like, "Can't wish it away. Have to know what it is
Oh,
first."
I think it's because of it's a natural cause thing. So
I thought if you can wish for immortality, then you can surely wish for a sickness. Because dying of old age is a natural cause.
Your organs are shut down.
nobody's been wished back from dying of old age, though, have they?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if you can wish for immortality, you should be
Yeah.
able to be. Should be able to wish to not be down with the sickness. Also, Kyoya, are you back?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. Thank the Lord. We're talking about how there's just giant plot holes in Rin's chest. So like, you know how everyone's like, oh yeah, Obito started the war because Rin, died, and I was like, not really. No, he just started it because he was salty that Kakashi was getting some and he didn't before she died.
I mean, he stuck it in, quite literally.
Yeah, I mean Kakashi got in there, and he got in there quick too, and with Rin's consent.
Stop.
So
he went balls deep, man.
No, he went through her, dude. Like, holy crap. His finger game must be so good. Like, did you see that? Did you see that, Chidori?
We're done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
Out of everyone here, you're the person I least expected to say that.
Me? Have you not met me? I am coarse as crap. God. I am very clean, and I'm also very disgusting at the same time.
She expected me to say that.
I don't know. I was just having a conversation with my dad and my sister earlier today, and I was like, the element of surprise. You don't expect it to come out of my mouth, which is why it's funny. That's why people find me funny, because I just say stuff, and they're like, "What?" Like how I described Deku to Kyoya the other day, which was Deku is actually an 8-year-old trapped in a 12-year-old body disguised as a 15-year-old.
That's deep, man.
And it's the freaking truth. If you look at how Deku acts, like it is the truth, because he is still that same 8-year-old kid sitting in his chair saying "All Might is the best" plus Ultra. Also, plus Ultra pisses me off as a freaking catchphrase. That is so English. I
like it more. I like it more than "I'm fired up."
Please don't remind me that Natsu says that every single time.
I remember. I remember when.
Continue.
I remember when Laxus said that in this fight against Jura, and that sent the whole fan base into a frenzy.
I remember when every time I hate. You know what made it annoying though is that not every time Natsu ate fire, he said it, and then was just like, "I'm all fired up," and it's like, Natsu, shut up. Also, remember how remember that dude with the frying pan in chapter 3?
Oh yeah.
And how they're like, "Oh yeah, we trained our body to be strong," and then it turns out that no mages actually are weak apparently. Just those two loser guys with the frying pan.
What's worse? I'm all fired up, or believe it.
Naruto drops believe it very soon because stuff just happens that he can't stop. He's like, I'll never let you kill my friends. Kills Neji.
No, he stopped.
I'll never let them.
The whole thing about believe it is that basically they were trying to translate Date Bio, which doesn't have an English equivalent, so they're just like, it means believe it. That's what we're going with. But then they just like, no, that sounds stupid. Let's drop that.
Oh my gosh. You'll never hurt Gara. Gara dies. Freaking poor Naruto. Every time he says you'll never do this. Have you seen the comic where it's like, I'll never let you smash Hinata, and Sasuke's like, for real though, I already hit it twice. Naruto goes not to. I freaking cried. So good.
I like how Naruto went like 2 tails when like Gara died. And then like
Mention Sasuke goes 5 tails.
Yeah, Orochimaru like teases him about Sasuke 4 tails.
Okay, so like what we're supposed to be doing in this Anichat is debating powers, right? So I sent some power stuff in the chat. Kyoya's seen the stuff. Lucas, have you seen them?
In the chat?
I sent them in the chat a while ago, the group chat. I sent them before anyone even showed up.
That's true.
So, yeah. Just scroll up. I was strapped and ready, guys. So anyways, the teams are Rock Lee from Naruto. Actually, he's from Dragon Ball Z, but really Naruto. Anyways.
Same.
And then Leon Luis from Manly Man Garo, because that is exactly what that show is. We got
Actually,
9S
he's
from
Naruto. That's why he has the curse mark.
Oh, true. That's true. He's Sasuke Uchiha. My bad. I forgot about that. Oh no, you guys haven't even seen Curse Mark Leon armor form. It's freaking ridiculous. He lights an entire town in flames and then flies around like a giant 3-headed behemoth. Oh my freaking god.
If we would have put armor, I would have chose Tatsumi from a comic I killed.
Dang, so would I.
There's a scene. There's so many scenes with him with armor and Curse Mark Leon, and they're all just him lighting people on fire. And it's so freaking great because his Curse Mark heats up his body, and he has a ring to calm it down. But when he gets pissed off, the ring is just like, oh, screw this, I'm out, and they can't eat all the fire, and he turns into a giant monster. That's when he gets suicidal, actually. I can't say why he gets suicidal, but yeah. I need you guys to watch the show. It's good. Do it, guys. Do it.
Gara's pretty good.
Alex, it has 9S from Girls with Underwear in Robot Stuff, Explosions, Mechs, Anime Stuff. It's by Square. If you want, it's Anime the video game. There you go. That's how you describe it.
Reasonable enough.
It's in the first chapter. You have established that this is so anime that you might literally turn Japanese from playing. Does 9S weigh the same amount as 2B or no? Because he's not a combat unit.
I would have to assume he's lighter. I can look it up.
Also, he jumps more in his attacks, so I'd maybe. Because that might be, I don't know if it's that relevant, but yeah.
I'm not seeing weight. Oh, okay. 9S weighs just under 130 kilograms.
Okay.
And
it says 2B weighs like 148 kilograms.
yep,
I think?
just under 150.
Yeah, so yeah, he is like 20 kilograms lighter. Okay.
Yep.
Because I was like, yeah, there's no way he's the same weight. I mean, they're the same height, but they're built for different things. So. Also, you should also not only just watch Garo, but play Nier Automata.
Absolutely.
And then we have the main character of Sky High, Deku. Yo, Sky High versus My Hero. Let's go.
Will
be a great
Stronghold
crossover.
solos.
Stronghold does solo. Like, let's be real.
There's actually a versus thread about that.
Well, couldn't what's his face turn him into babies?
True.
Like, that's actually a legitimate argument. Yeah, what's her face? She had like that tech that could like turn people into babies. It was
She
like
was
super
that
genius.
young girl who was like 80 years old.
Yeah, she was like 40 something and like banging the 15-year-old.
I always love
Oh
those
my
series.
God.
I always love those series that you're not supposed to like take seriously
about it.
whatsoever, and they're not really action-based series, but they have OP characters.
Oh, Sky High. Sky High is actually secretly a romance.
Royal Pain, that's who. the
Royal
name of the
Pain?
film.
Yeah, okay. So have you seen the fan art of Deku meeting Superman?
No.
He like
Is it-
explodes into tears and is fanboying everywhere.
I saw like a fan art of like Deku being accepted into the Justice League.
No. He's 15. They almost kicked Shazam out for being 15 later. And Shazam would stomp Deku. It'd be so freaking funny too.
Are we talking about base Shazam? I mean, like
Kid
Billy?
Shazam. 10-year-old Billy would beat No Powers Deku. Let's be real. 10-year-old Billy plays baseball.
Okay. Well, actually, No Powers Deku, like at the end of his training, he's actually like ripped. So
Yeah. I guess he's got puberty on freaking Billy.
Can we talk about alternate universe Shazam, please, and how it's like 8 kids? Okay, it's 5, you know?
You were talking about Flashpoint Paradox.
Yeah.
That universe has been destroyed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just remembering the animated movie that they made.
And then
What
they all get their
happened?
throat slit.
No, one of them gets gutted.
I swore it was he got his. No, wait, who got his throat slit? I swear Shazam has got his throat slit before, so he couldn't chase Shazam again.
Probably. But Wonder Woman, like evil Wonder Woman, walks up to the kids after she like uses the
Lasso of truth to make him say Shazam.
yeah, and then she walks over, grabs one of them by the neck, lifts them up, and guts them right there. And all the other
Yeah.
kids go, "Oh my god!" and then they run.
that's hot.
Yes, it's they're all the orphans that live in Billy's orphanage. In fact, 2 of them are in the next movie, which is Justice League War.
I like
I,
when Superman melted Shazam's brain in Injustice.
I like how if you play Injustice 2, like characters will tell Flash, you shouldn't have gotten cold feet after Shazam died, and Flash is like, you killed the 10-year-old.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a moment and say rest in peace to New 52 Superboy. You will be missed.
Oh, how every Superboy has been erased from the timeline thanks to the rebirth. Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly.
Oh my freaking god! I hate you so much.
Wait, does that include Superman's son?
No, Superman's son erased all the other Superboys
Okay,
from
gotcha.
existence by existing. Because he tells
Yeah.
Superman and New 52 Superman to fuse and become the true Superman, and by telling them to do that, he erases all Superboys.
Oh.
I hate DC.
So we have Shota Superboy as opposed to regular. We have none of the 2 regular Superboys.
Shota
So-
Superboy. Oh my god.
He is 10, so he's just like Ben 10, but dumber.
Shut up.
So, anyways,
No.
I'm pretty sure.
That's a great time to bring up why Ben 10 beats Goku and Superman.
Alien X solos, okay?
Well, no, he doesn't even need to do that because the Omnitrix automatically just takes scanning DNA and then gives them their power. I remember when he goes to like the planet to find out what the Omnitrix really is, and like it scans some of the animal life there and is like adding to Omnitrix, and Ben's like, "What the crap?" Or when he meets the werewolf alien and it's like scanning, adding to Omnitrix, and he's like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, if he has the biomatrix though, it's over.
Yeah, Well, all the Omnitrix and their like counterpart inventions are so freaking broken. Remember when he mastered the Omnitrix and could go any alien anytime he wanted at like 10, and then like he like reset it and was like, "This sucks."
Basically,
It
Because
was
like
actually the Master Code is actually on the toy that like if anybody ever had the Omnitrix
yeah, it
toy
was.
watch.
I wanted it so bad, but my mom said she would throw it away and take away my TV privileges because she thought Ben 10 was demonic.
I have both of them. I have the Alien Force one and the normal one.
Can we talk
The
about how
Alien
Alien
Force
Force is
sucks,
Sasuke Uchiha? Because he's
Yeah.
Yuri. Because he's Yuri Lorenthal. Anyways, back to Rock Lee being the fastest one here in 8 Gates form. Holy
Anyway.
crap. Anyways, the thing about Leon and the thing about Leon is he's not as fast as like Rock Lee or Deku, but he's got really, really good reflexes. End of series, not movie, because in movie he has time manipulation in base form, and we can't count that because that's broken. Anyways, ignoring movie. In the anime, he's capable of like responding to like end series sword slashes from super heavy swords with a regular sword in his fight with Alfonso. That was one of the ones I sent you. Now it looks like they're using regular swords, and Leon is, but Alfonso's sword can like crack bridges if he drops it. Because it's kind of like an Excalibur thing, because you have to be strong enough and you have to be worthy to wield it. I'm going to see if I can find the feat where Alfonso tries to pick up the sword. You know the feat I'm talking about, right, Alex? Where, oh, is Alex there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You know where, what's his face? Alfonso's master drops the sword and freaking Alfonso freaks because it like cracks all the cement.
Yes.
Hold up. Let's see. God, it's so hard to find feats for Garo because Garo is popular, but it's not that popular. I have.
Can I take a minute to talk about Deku?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go talk about the. Why does Deku remind me of Turtle? I don't understand.
All right. So regarding Rock Lee and Deku, Rock Lee is really fast, but I don't think Deku is slow. I don't think Rock Lee will be able to blitz him unless he goes 8th gate. Because
he can go up to 4 during tuning, right? Or is it 3?
5.
5.
5? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he only goes 5 when he uses the Hidden Lotus.
That's because Hidden Lotus is OP.
But anyway, Deku's able to dodge and counter Bakugo's explosions. And explosions are insanely fast. He's also able to not. He's able to somewhat perceive and react to All Might speed, and I actually think All Might. I'm not 100% sure about this, but I could see All Might being around the same speed as Rock Lee.
All Might speed is weird, honestly, because
okay. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say All Might speed is weird because it's inconsistent depending on what the writer feels like. Not like saying that's like badly written. I'm saying it's because depending on how plus Ultra All Might is feeling, his speed varies.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, as far as strength goes, I think Deku is just overall much stronger than Rock Lee physically. Deku he punched the air, and the air pressure was able to level several floors of a building. So
that was when he broke his hand, though.
Yes,
and that's because he was using like way more than he uses in his 5% form. I assume you're using 5% Deku, or are you using above that? Because 5% Deku is where he's got like control. I don't know if Deku wants to go 100% because that hurts a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. And then you have to visit Recovery Girl, and that's nasty.
I was just going like
Off the top of your head.
yeah, and like
I got you.
I think I was doing like mainly manga Deku, which he's not really that much stronger than current Deku, but he has just like better control of his abilities.
Did they
So,
give
yeah.
a percent for manga for manga? I almost called him Goku. Manga Deku.
I think it goes up
Or-
to like 10% or whatever. I would have to check real quick. But yeah, he could do that by just punching the air, not even making actual physical contact with the building. So and then he also has the thing where he blows away Todoroki's eyes with like finger flicks and stuff like that. There's also
God dang it, Gara Weekend.
as far as agility goes, Lee is really agile. I think Deku's just as agile as considering he pretty much copies Bakugo's fighting style, and he copies Gran Torino
What?
fighting style, which is like basically him like bouncing all over the buildings and everything, like going from wall to wall and
God.
stuff like that. And as far as durability goes, he's able to take hits from Bakugo, and he's able to take hits from all my remaining conscience. So I think he's really durable. I don't think Rock Lee is as durable as him. So overall, I think Rock Lee is fast. I think he's faster in eighth gates, and he'll probably do a lot of damage. But I don't think he'll knock Deku unconscious. And I think if Deku gets one good like punch in, I think that'll be enough, or maybe even like 2 punches. I think that'll be enough to take out Lee. So that's my stance on it.
Okay.
Can I say something real fast?
Dude, you haven't even gone yet, so yeah, go ahead, your turn. So I don't know what you like. I went, Lucas went, you went, and then Alex goes. And then we
Okay.
Yeah. Like if we interject, make sure we apologize. Sorry, Lucas. Sorry, Kyoya.
Okay, so my thing with this is I think Lee is faster than Deku. Not like there's a giant gap in their speed, but I think it's big enough to make a difference. And if you watch, or we've all seen it, the Gaara versus Lee fight, part of the reason why that fight lasts as long as it does is because Gaara is using his sand armor, and Deku doesn't have anything like that. And I don't think his durability is that high or would be as high as Gaara's in sand armor. So I think the biggest drawback to Lee is that once he opens the 5 gates in the tuning exams level, though the biggest detriment is himself lasting long enough because his body is tearing itself apart. So, in my opinion, if he can finish it fast enough and use his speed, like he did with Primary Lotus and one scene where he's knocking Gar around and he's like barely visible, I think if he can pull something like that off against Deku, then I think he'd take the W.
I gotcha. So, Day, are you doubting a certain person's spoopiness? On a side note,
Maybe.
What I'd argue for both Deku and Lee as arguments is concussions. That's what you could go for. Like a solid blow to the jaw from either one of them to either one of them could be quite fatal. Actually.
True.
Yeah.
I'm surprised none of you actually brought that up in specific. I'm just helping both of you guys out here, but that would be my argument. For example, Rock Lee. Essentially, what helps Rock Lee's force is his speed, whereas Deku just actually has the force. Not like the Jedi Force. Before any smart Alex.
I was
Come
just
up.
about to say something.
I knew I could feel it. I felt the disturbance. I felt it. It was there.
So you have
And
the force. You felt the disturbance.
I have precognition. Yes, I do.
Oh,
Anyways, yet I still couldn't see Yamcha taking that L. Anyways, regardless, ignoring that.
I like to say a counter argument real quick.
Which argument are you countering? Because
I just wanted to respond to Kyoya.
Oh, okay.
I agree with pretty much everything you said. I just like to state that I'm not sure if this would make a difference, but isn't there a possibility that Deku can use the air pressure from his attacks, like his punches, whatever, or his finger flicks to like possibly slow down Lee's momentum, and then be able to quickly react to that and hit him?
All right. Can I counterstate both of you?
sure.
Even though I'm on one of your teams. Okay. So here's the thing about how I'd see that. Deku is a very analytic fighter,
Yes.
whereas Rock Lee is a very jump in heads first fighter. So I feel like what you're saying, Lucas, wouldn't come until after Rock Lee's shown off what he does a little bit first. And that might be very important to how that fight plays out, because Deku likes watching what his enemies can do before he does stuff, which is what has put him in bad situations like versus the mind control guy. Instead of just attempting to blitz him, he like waits it out and then slips up and talks because he forgets.
Yeah.
And then almost gets wrecked. And then for Rock Lee, Lucas's argument is valid. So that should be kept in mind.
Mhm.
And that's what my opinion for both of your statements are.
Because honestly, I don't think Rock Lee is extremely durable. I mean, he was getting wrecked by the Sound Ninja in the Forest of Death, and I don't think they're nearly as strong as Deku is.
They almost sent one of them almost sent Choji into a coma. So I don't know.
Yeah, Choji sucks. So.
That wasn't his strength, though. That was sound and messing up his.
Yeah,
Okay, fair point.
That's true. That is true. Good point, Kyo. Yeah, 10 points. 10 points to Lucas too, but good 10 points. 10 points to everyone.
You get the point. You get the point. Everyone gets the
point. I would love to see how Deku responds to Rock Lee's rope attacks that are like involving the Lotus, because Rock Lee in 8 Gates loves to use Lotus attack. Likes to use his bandages more frequently because he can use them at like quick speeds. But Deku's seen some of the stuff Eraserhead has, so that'd be interesting to see how Deku responds to someone else's rope techniques that are slightly more aggressive than Eraserhead's. Also, did I mention Eraserhead is secretly Kakashi, but not Kakashi?
Yeah,
Really.
All right, bye, Day.
All right, bye.
So I guess I'm being.
It was nice having you.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
So I guess I'll be ref and debater at the same time. Oh, this is gonna be fun, guys. Anyways, I think with morals on both Rock Lee and Deku, probably wouldn't hit for the head though, because I don't know if
that's a safe assumption.
Because people who kill in this fight are Leon and 9S, and Leon will do it way less likely than 9S will.
Yeah, 9S puts on his big boy pants in the second half of the game.
I like how you say he wouldn't be as prone to kill as 9S would. And like 10 minutes ago, you were talking about how he just lights people on fire all the time.
That was just Curse Mark, though. That was like, he was worse than Curse Mark Sasuke. Like,
Oh, goodness.
holy crap, worse than Curse Mark Sasuke. It was really bad.
Yeah,
Like,
it's that bad?
it's super bad, because, like, Sasuke just wanted to kill Naruto, right? Leon, when he went full Curse Mark in the first season, the first half of the first season, right? He was fighting the final villain. The final villain gets crushed by a building, and he's flying into a rage everywhere, lighting things on fire in a triple-headed behemoth hydra giant wolf form, because he can do that, apparently, according to Curse Mark logic. Or the scene where he thinks about his mother being burned on the cross, and he goes Curse Mark partial, and then lights a demon on fire and explodes it, sending everything into flames. And he's just like, screw this. Later in the series, though, he has control over his Curse Mark, and he doesn't use it. So he just doesn't start blowing people up like he used to. Which is quite nice, considering the Golden Knight is supposed to be the protector of all humans. So, and essentially, because he just, you know how I was mentioning how he blows the people up? He gets his Golden Knight status stripped away because of that. So, that is a valid point that you bring up, but unless he's Curse Mark form, he's not just blowing cities up on purpose. On purpose. He's not Mendoza. Mendoza's the final villain who goes final form Aizen immortal at the end. And I won't tell you how that ends, but just watch Garo. Just do it. Anyways, that's why I don't have him with armor, because he'd solo. He'd actually solo. No doubt in my mind.
Oh,
he can
absolutely.
fly. And it's like, he'd just outmaneuver every single one of them, and he'd be so fast. Holy crap. Can we...
Not to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get a link to the stream, because I have people who want to watch.
Oh, sure.
Friends. Okay, we can continue.
All right, yeah. For example, Garo Knights in their armor form have enough momentum to kick people multiple times, up to like 30 stories in the air. Cue Alfonso scene.
Same.
It's like with their armor on, they become absolutely ridiculous. There's the link.
Thank you.
But yeah. For this isn't even actually like for feats. This is just for morals. We're firmly establishing everyone's morals, which is what we should do right now before we get any further. Rock Lee is a ninja, so he's probably willing to kill, but he's like 13 and doesn't necessarily want to kill his enemies.
Yeah.
So there's that. Deku is a 15-year-old, similar mindset to Rock Lee, but yeah, that's Deku's smarter.
Deku has an overwhelming sense of heroism and things of that nature. So I don't think it would have to take a considerable amount of pressure for him to want to kill Rock Lee. Like, Rock Lee will probably have to be like threatening the lives of his like friends or his mom or something like that to.
Yeah, Rock Lee isn't Sasuke, so you know that's fine. Rock Lee isn't Sasuke, so
yeah.
Or Vegeta, so you know there's that. 9S is innocent boys, but he's frequently like, "Hey, let's kill that." Multiple times. Not kidding. Throughout the story.
Spoilers for the later half of the game, he goes full blown like supervillain.
Someone close to him gets totally impaled, and not in the fun way.
Yeah.
And then he gets pissy. And that is my description of 9S. Essentially, but I feel like 9S would just be like, holy crap, humans, I need to study.
You're not
Oh my
wrong.
god.
I mean, he's not on the warpath against humans, but...
Yeah. I feel like he'd see them and be like, wait, so do you guys like go to shopping malls and stuff? And then like freaking Leon would be like, what the heck's a shopping mall? And then that leads
Same.
to a whole different conversation with 9S and Leon. Because, like, 9S lives in, like, the year, like, what, 9,000 or something AD? So,
Yeah, it's something ridiculous like that.
When me and
It's like
Kiyoya
7,000 years in the future or something.
when me and Kiyoya are silent because we're not 100% sure about the other two combatants.
okay, so it's funny because
All right.
I know everyone here.
How about you let me do my little bit?
All right.
All right. So, 9S is an android, right?
Created by Dr. Giro.
No. Anyway, basically, humans made androids to basically Earth got taken over by aliens. Basically, humans made androids to go and fight the aliens. So, is the ultimate super quick. So basically, androids are superpowered humans. 9S is a scanner model with specialization in hacking. However, he himself pursues more combat-oriented approaches, even though he's not necessarily designed for it.
It's because he's a teenage
So-
boy. Let's be real.
Same. Anyway, he's got durability feats like dropping a flight unit from orbit onto, well, he's inside it, onto enemy target to destroy it.
Oh, I would have, like, to help you out here, I would have used, like, the feats where he, like, just jumps off cliffs like Leon does. Just, like...
Oh, also, there was that part with the nuke
Yeah.
where, he just got EMP'd, and then of course, he gets kidnapped, EMP'd, but, he's fine. Anyway, 9S is pretty durable, mostly because he's made of metal.
Yes.
Again, his specialty is hacking, but he also has significantly more physical strength and speed than an ordinary human because android.
He's probably around, like, what, like, I was gonna say it's like strength for speed wise, probably like what, like 4 times faster than the average human.
If not
Is
more.
he
I mean,
Super
it's
Saiyan
pretty
Blue?
considerable. I mean,
I feel like Kirei could still fight him, like,
oh, absolutely.
Kirei.
But, that Kirei Kodamiya again is like low tier superhuman.
Yeah.
Just because magical priest training bullcrap. Anyway, yeah, 9S also he manipulates electromagnetic waves to like levitate crap, which is used, with objects, shenanigans. He uses it to wield heavier weapons that, he himself wouldn't be able to wield effectively, like great swords and whatnot. He'll just like levitate them and throw them at people.
To give an example, like axes that are like 6 feet long.
Yeah. Anyway, he also has 3 pods that obey his commands, and they're basically like they're like robot drones with an AI that have different functions, and you can install specialty programs in them to have special effects, be it, whether it be shooting lasers, cluster bombs,
He's using the scanning
shield
function.
from physical or energy-based attacks, whole bunch of random stuff. Also, the individual pods have their own projectile attacks, be it heat-seeking missiles, machine gun fire, or just a continuous laser.
The
And,
laser has CD though.
Oh no, I'm talking about Pod 3. It's just a
Pod
continuous
3.
laser in front of you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. The one that's super hard to get because you have to fish for it. Anyway. And the individual pods can work in tandem to do stronger pod program attacks. 9S can also modify his own programming to give him special abilities. But for the sake of argument, you'd probably just have like the self-healing program and maybe like bonus physical damage for this, because it's not exactly something you can just change on the fly.
I'd say, like, based on what you get, you'd probably have like the shockwave program where you like slight shockwave.
Oh, that's a good one. Just because you get sword beams.
Yeah. You probably have the shockwave. You probably have like a couple attack ups, and then I don't know if he'd have. He might have range defense and like melee defense. Based on the stuff you just drop, your self heal would be the lame ones that cost so much cost. Unless you get like really late game, then you get the good ones. But yeah, I think other than that pod programs, he'd probably have the rest would just take up like support and hacking.
Oh, absolutely. Again, he's specialized in hacking.
Yeah.
So, you have to keep that into account. Like, however, he has like he'll push his body to the point where it's literally collapsing.
That's because he's best boys, but whatever.
Yes.
I'm assuming since he's an android, he would have unlimited stamina and endurance. Is that a safe assumption?
Unlimited as so long as your auto heal is up. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe, okay, because technically speaking, their energy is regulated by a black box. So
it's basically an antimatter reactor.
Yeah,
that you can detonate at will. However, obviously, if you detonate an antimatter bomb, you kind of die.
Yeah. You can run low. 9S can run low on steam, but of course, since he's an android, he can just recuperate really fast. It's low on steam. He's not like Android 17, where Android 17 can theoretically fight infinitely, because there's no such thing as really infinite energy. But 9S has got high stamina, high durability, and he can glide because drones.
I was just saying, like, in the sense that he'll never like tire out.
Well, I mean, technically, theoretically, if nothing were to go wrong, yes. But if something would happen with one of his parts, oh yeah, most definitely he'd go. Something could definitely tire him out. Like, for example, if he got his leg blown off, cough, 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 cough.
I'm assuming that happened.
In the first 10 minutes.
Dang.
Also, if he like tries to hack like 20 bajillion things at once, then yeah, I'll get sometimes slightly overwhelmed, but that's just because he's hacking 20 bajillion things, so, there's that. That shouldn't be too relevant, though, but those are the situations where his endurance would be compromised. Freaking 9S always losing limbs. God dang it, 9S.
Same. Well, 9S like stupid crap, like tries to fight, combat units when he's a support unit with swords.
I told you, because he's a teenage boy. Is that not like a teenage boy thing to do, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Also, it should be noted that his entire set of models is a bunch of Shotas.
Yep.
They're like 12. They're like 11 to 13-year-olds. All of them. Every single last one. Spicy. With differing hair colors.
Yep.
Do the designers have a fetish? Maybe.
Are you kidding me? The people who designed all of the Yorha units absolutely have a fetish.
Oh man, they each one of their fetishes manifests in whatever type they are. Is it safe to say they have like a BSMD fetish? BDSM? Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Because like they wear like black skin tight suits, so I mean, well now we're off topic, but anyways, yeah, that's what 9S can do. So basically, Leon and other characters from Garo have fates like, for example, Leon's dad slamming his head into concrete with no visible bruises and the concrete being dented heavily by the shape of his head where he landed it. Because that was a feat. And people were like, Garo characters are peak human, and I was like, you can screw off. Oh. That's actually a meme that Death File community just calls everything peak human. Because I once described 40 times that of an athlete speed, and they're like, that sounds like peak human. And I was like, no. 40 times athlete speed is not peak human.
Gil, I have a question.
Mhm.
Did Emma throw that building in the movie, or was that in the anime?
In the anime, she throws the building, yes.
Hashtag
She gets...
She's an alchemist.
Yep, she's actually the technically physically weakest on that team.
Yep.
She attaches strings to a big part of a building and rips it down to save Leo. Because he's falling from 40 feet in the sky unconscious, and he lands on freaking rock, and he's fine. He gets up and he's like, give me back my armor. That was his response.
Yep.
And yeah, Leon's got some durability. God damn, Leon. Didn't die of a heart attack. Didn't die from being kicked in the chest 80 bajillion times before he fell. Holy crap, Leon. Since I'm using all anime Leon, I will not be burning people to ashes. That should be noted for the third time. Just so no one forgets. Because his curse mark, its true power can, like, Amaterasu people, but only once. So, yeah, he doesn't use it on normal children. I think if Leon fights 9S, Deku and Rock Lee can duke it out. It'd be interesting to see how 9S versus Rock Lee and Izuku versus Leon goes, because they could switch dance partners.
Another thing of note for 9S, he has active programming that is specialized for dodging things and countering.
But where do you guys want to have this fight?
Like the location?
Yeah, location. Like the tuning exams ring, since it's tuning exams themed.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Do you want to have it like the actual tuning exam rules? You can't leave the stadium.
Right.
Like you can't jump into the stands, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the stands and everything's gonna get destroyed, but yeah, I guess.
That's probably true, considering Rock Lee almost destroyed the whole tuning exams building when he was punching crap. Oh my god. Rock Lee also, because the only time he takes off his freaking weights in canon, he doesn't drop them on someone, pisses me off. So there's that. God dang it, Rock Lee. Just drop them on Deku.
Here, hold these.
When it comes to the 2v2, given Deku's analytical prowess, I feel like he would go for Rock Lee first, given that I think he'd be able to grasp the fact that Rock Lee can't do anything besides basic martial arts. Well, not basic martial arts, but martial arts.
I was about to say, did you just diss Bruce Lee the child?
So I feel like since he has that knowledge, he'd probably feel like he'd be able to contend with Rock Lee, and due to not like seeing all the abilities with what's the name of your guy Def again?
Leon.
Yeah, seeing all the abilities of Leon, he probably feel like that would be a better fit for 9S. So I think he would go for Rock Lee first before doing anything else.
That'd be funny, 9S versus Leon sword fighting, and telekinetically, and Leon's just like, what? Well, it's funny because the time periods each of our characters from are so different, because Leon is from like era
The Middle Ages.
Yeah, he's from the Middle Ages. Rock Lee is from alternate timeline where ninjas are like in the 90s. Because they have like headphones and no, they're in like World War II ninja era zone. Actually, my bad. Because they have like the basic stuff that like World War II stuff had, like tanks and all that crap.
Yeah,
like they have cannons.
I know they had like TVs and crap.
Yeah, they have. They're like in the
laptops and cell phones.
that was in. Wasn't that only in Boruto though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I swear that was only in Boruto, which is like. I want to how long because
No.
Naruto's like 30 in Boruto.
Naruto's time period doesn't make sense at all.
Because like at the beginning they're like because like at the beginning I think they're in like
They're in like
alternate
feudal Japan, so
yeah,
like
and then in
I went
Shippuden they
through.
jump up to like the 40s, and then post Shippuden they have cannons that can destroy the moon.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Technology in Naruto is bullcrap.
And now with Naruto, they're basically current.
Yeah. Can we talk about how Bleach takes place in 2002?
Like,
That's when it's
Pretty much
written.
does, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Anyways, yeah. So, and then Deku's from modern times, and then 9S
Yep.
is from like 7,000 years in the future. This absurd time span of characters.
Yep.
The funny
What were
thing
you
about
saying?
Naruto is that they have like laptops and stuff now, but
Yeah.
they still don't have like cars or planes
Cars.
or anything.
Why would you need cars when you can run to the Leaf Village, to the Sand Village from the Leaf Village in one day?
Why would you need cars where you could just jump through trees, man?
I feel like the reason they don't have cars is because they have to clear out all those trees.
Supposedly,
Well,
they don't have cars because there's no need for them since they can travel so fast or whatever.
Yeah.
oh,
But
absolutely.
my argument with that is that what about the normal people that aren't ninjas
Yes.
that live outside the village?
What were you saying, Alex? I couldn't hear you.
Who needs cars when you have the yellow flash?
Oh, just jump on his back. Yellow Flash should have ran a taxi service. That's why he's yellow.
Same. Same.
That's why
That's-
all
that's-
of the normal people during the series have like wagons and donkeys.
I like how if you play Naruto Ninja Ultimate Ninja 4, there's a scene where it's like, man, I wish I was as fast as ninjas. It takes me 3 days and sometimes longer to walk to the Sand Village, and it sucks because it's the desert.
I remember when I was watching like the Boruto movie for the first time, and I was watching it with my girlfriend at the time. And the whole time I was watching movies, I was seeing like all this new technology and like stuff like McDonald's and stuff like in Boruto. And I was like, all I would do for the entire movie is make back in my day jokes. So it'd be like back in my day we used to go to Ichiraku Ramen and not like these fast food junkies places. I would just make jokes like that constantly throughout the movie.
Oh my god, Boruto the movie was not what I wanted at all.
Back
my
in my
God.
day, ninjas used to actually have to master their jutsu.
Back in my day, tuning exams actually killed people.
Exactly.
So on an unrelated note to our debate, tuning exams. Well, actually, it's kind of related. Tuning exams are to test young ninja and show how good they are, right?
Mhm.
And the Kage decide how each test is, meaning that when Naruto was 12, all his Kage that were there, aka Kaze Kage Orochimaru and Third Hokage, were dicks because they let them fight in the Forest of Death.
Well, here's the one thing about Naruto that doesn't make sense when you think about it. Everybody's always so happy in Konoha, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense considering that they're training essentially to go to war.
All the time, nonstop, never, because they're Russia. Yeah.
Same.
Like they're trained to be assassins and go to war, yet they're always cheerful.
The last person who was an assassin in Naruto was Kid Kakashi. Let's be real here.
It's true.
Friendship had gotten so strong at that point that they're like, oh yeah, Kakashi's a jerk for saying that ninja missions matter. And it's like, yeah, KK guys. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's how ninjas work. Just friendship over missions every time, right?
Well, that's why Kakashi's dad killed himself.
Yeah, I know. Rip Kakashi's dad. Rip Kakashi's mom for never even being referenced.
Yeah. What happened with that?
Kakashi,
She's she's a woman in Naruto. She probably got knocked up and then lost relevance.
Dang.
It's the
Calling up the females in Naruto.
well, I mean, happened in DBZ too. Get knocked
It's
up.
true.
Whoa,
It
wow, you
happens
lose
to,
your
like, it happens to like most shonens, to be fair.
like your wife gets knocked up. Oh, she lost all the ability to fight. What happened? What? Whoa, she can't fight anymore. She's a mom. And then for dads, it's like your dad's home. What is this? What do you think this is? Your dad's not home. That's what shonen essentially is. Like, oh, your mom can't fight. She's a mom, and your dad's not home. He's a dick.
Shonen dads are just assholes.
Yeah, they just leave. Oh, fun fact. When Leon was depressed and said he didn't know what to do, his dad said deal with it, and that's why Leon tried to kill himself.
same.
That's a sad. That's sad.
Yeah, I know. One of my feats for Leon is he tried to kill himself and couldn't kill himself by jumping into a canyon. Oh my god, and he landed on some rocks. Oh, Leon, please. Guys, go watch Garo. What were you saying, Alex?
When you break a fall with a building, I mean,
Yeah, I know. Leon wasn't thinking about that. He was probably just like, this has to kill me, right? And then it didn't, and he was like, oh god dang it. Leon would probably have to fall from the atmosphere to die. Honestly. Oh my god.
I think jumping off a building is probably the best way to kill yourself.
You die of a heart attack usually before you hit the ground, so Leon can tank heart attacks, confirmed.
I object. Drinking bleach was the best thing.
Drinking bleach
So,
is awful, though.
Yeah, it makes you cough up blood, and sometimes you don't even die.
Yeah.
I'd still try it eventually if I was that suicidal.
But
I mean, I like everything Bleach. I mean, I like the girls.
yeah, drink it. Okay.
I remember when somebody told me to watch Bleach, and I was like, see, I've heard consuming a lot of bleach is deadly, so I don't want to go there.
Oh, rip. Anyways, I think this is a dang good matchup, and I would love to see like multiple people debating this. Honestly, besides us, it'd be very fun.
I think we've said like. Sorry to cut you off.
I was gonna say, were you gonna say we've said most of what we can say?
Yeah, I think we've basically said everything we need to say as far as like how we feel and the characters. The characters. The only thing we would need is like a way to determine a winner.
Yeah, that's what Day was supposed to be here for. I mean, we kind of lost our ref, and I can't actually land final judgment even though I know all characters, because that's unfair.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll be the judge. Rock Lee and 9S win.
Okay.
Isn't Rock Lee and 9S on different teams?
Yup. He just wants to like punch a hole through an android to say he's better than Goku.
So like,
Keep in mind.
does that mean that like both teams win?
Yes. That's exactly what that means.
There are no losers this round.
That's gay.
Okay, so for next week, we have to keep our referee around for more than 20 minutes. That's what's going to have to happen.
oh,
Unfortunately, we lost our referee halfway through, so everyone died in this fight. Every single last one of them. They all died horrible deaths. None of them lived.
Leon drank. That's how he.
Rock Lee went drunken fist, killed everyone and himself from alcohol poisoning.
Izuku forgot to stretch before he fought. He just
9S forgot to put back his black box, and it blew up somewhere, and he died. And yeah, that's what happened.
Hey,
Same.
what's the next matchup?
Depending on who we pick, we could do Ichigo versus Ichigo versus Ichigo versus Ichigo.
Well,
we should do all female round.
what?
All female? All female?
Yeah,
All female?
Okay.
Ooh.
What about you, Alex? Do you approve of all female?
I can do all female.
All right. Are you gonna choose Ayano? Or are you gonna choose your waifu who like chops buildings in half from freaking Kaze?
I already know who I'm picking.
I was gonna I don't know.
What's her face? The chick that looks like
Doesn't have enough feats other than chopping buildings in half and fighting mages.
so Kyoya. Should we just use Yuki Uno as the hero characters?
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna pick Kaguya, but
No, she has reality manipulation. That's bullcrap.
Kaguya from what?
Kaguya from Naruto, duh.
Oh.
he's
No,
a
I know
female.
multiple Kaguyas.
No, but like it's Kyoya. That's the thing. Of course, it's Kaguya.
No.
Yes, that's what I said. She can like manipulate where you are in space, and I'm like, please. Like Kaguya would solo the lineup that we have right now. They'd like go to fight Kaguya, and then she'd like teleport them onto a planet with 1,000 times gravity, and then just be like bye and leave. She wouldn't even get mad at Rock Lee because he wouldn't use any jutsu, and she would be like, he doesn't have much chakra, and just leave.
What's like the set like level of like
Well, we can discuss this right now in front.
will
Also,
it be
actually,
street level, city level.
City level is very hard to range because I could go like Misaka, but then like Misaka has like broken his crap feats.
I mean, if we go city level, I already have a girl.
Oh, you already have your girl?
Yeah, if we go city level.
I feel if it's for someone from DXD, I will kill myself.
No, it's not from DXD.
Thank God.
It's from another harem, but it's not DXD.
Oh,
Is it
God.
Data Live?
Yes, it's Day Life.
That was my second guess. For city level, I'd probably choose Yuki-Yun as a hero character, or maybe Misaka.
It's not gonna be who Kyoya thinks it is though.
I mean, I choose Fu because Fu in base form, like in base magical form, is like she can make her sword the size of like buildings and swing it like it's a toothpick. So there's that.
I bet Kyoya's thinking I'm gonna choose Toko from Data Life.
No, you're gonna pick Kurumi.
Fuck.
Oh man, Lucas has been caught in the lie. Holy crap,
Exposed.
you've been exposed. Alex, do you have anything in mind?
Well, are we doing city level?
We can do city level.
It's a good question.
I mean, man.
Gasai, bet.
No.
No, you know what? Let's do peak human level characters, and then let's have everyone choose Gasai.
Is it Gasai like below athlete level?
I don't know. She can like outrun grown men,
That's fair.
and she like swings axes like they're toothpicks. So there's that.
It's true.
Gasai is a lot of bullcrap. So she's like peak teenager for an anorexic child. I don't understand. She doesn't eat or sleep.
She just yonder is.
Yeah, like legitimately, she doesn't do the things required for life, and then kills adults with weapons easily.
Ooh, I just thought about somebody that I could choose to. Lucy from Elfen Leaf.
Oh, okay. I'd whatchamacallit? Since we're doing city level, I'll probably just choose Misaka because she can just like short circuit the entire city. And there's a feat when she was like almost an angel, where she freaking turned multiple buildings into a giant ball and threw it at Toma. And Toma's like, that's cheating, and someone had to save him. Essentially, another level 5 Esper.
I might go Ilya, actually, from Collide.
Collide?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I have no idea who I'm gonna pick.
He just picks Sakura. Just pick Sakura. Just do
I
it.
would rather kill myself.
Sakura gets spanked by Kurumi.
Hey man, I could pick Sakura from Heaven's Feel. I mean, she's city level.
Sakura eats things though, and it's kind of creepy.
Yes.
I'll pick the manga version of Maka from Soul Eater.
Ooh, that's actually not that bad.
That's an interesting pick. So are you including Soul in that pick too, as just weapon form?
I think he would have to.
Yeah. With that, you'd have the restriction of Soul cannot transform back at all. Under any circumstance, because Soul likes to do that, like halfway transform, because he's weird.
Sure.
So yeah. I like how they're like, Tsubaki is compatible with everyone, Maka picks her up and her hands almost burn off. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, so potentially we could have another battle within the next 2 weeks. With me today has been not Rock Lee,
Hey.
not Deku,
Hey.
and not 9S.
Always.
See you guys next week.